Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is my first video on this channel. My name is Jacob, and today we're going to be reacting to how police captured the Texas church assassin. Okay, this already sounds crazy, so I can't lie. I'm just going to get straight into it. Okay, let's go.
Pastor? How are you, sir? Thank you for coming out here.
Inside this church in May, Texas, locals are gathering to mourn the tragic death of 25-year-old Shante Blankenship. Somewhere within this crowd is Shantae's killer, hiding in plain sight and watching town folks pointing suspicions.
You never know who you walk around these days, man.
Has she had problems with anybody?
That person you walk past today could have been a killer. You never know. Crazy.
Whoever it is a pretty sick person and they're still out there somewhere.
It's probably him. Watch it, I'm calling it now. Right, this guy right here, he's the killer. I'm calling it now. Watch.
Yeah, calling. We used to have problems because he's
never seen this video. This is the first time I've seen this video.
Watch. A pretty sick person and they're still out there somewhere. I think it's your boyfriend going.
Because you know, whenever you watch these type of videos and someone says something like that, it ends up being them. So watch. I'm calling now. It's him.
Well, she's a good-looking girl, and that makes me a dirty old man. I think that's what was said.
As detectives exhaust every lead, the case eventually goes cold, leaving this small community questioning if any one of them might be the next victim. Yet, for over a year, one unusual witness sits quietly unnoticed, holding the answer detectives had been hunting for all along.
He was so devious and smart. He just didn't know that that was going to be the thing that would finally catch him.
The reactions that we're showing on this is, man, you're off the freaking charts.
And here he is, right in front of us. How did I miss that?
Woo! This is gonna be good, this.
It's May 15th in the small town of May, Texas. Nearly 48 hours have passed since 25-year-old Shante Blankenship mysteriously vanished after going on her usual evening walk. Since then, church volunteers have searched tirelessly for any sign of her, until this Sunday morning, around 11 a.m., when one couple stumbles upon something.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
I have no idea where I'm at. I am in the middle of nowhere. We were looking for Shante Blankenship.
Okay.
We found her.
Okay.
Straight up.
It's stay real still for me, okay? I'm going to try to ping your location.
It's actually the old haunted house is what everybody calls it.
Is she okay? Does she need any medical attention?
Is she alive? She's dead.
She's gonna be alive, is she, bro?
Oh, God.
Okay, yeah, I've got everybody headed that direction, okay?
Rest in peace.
Right away, the Brown County Sheriff's Office dispatches 2 patrol deputies to the caller's location, an abandoned farmhouse nearly 25 miles away.
25 miles away? Damn.
They find Charlie and Jackie anxiously pacing outside, ready to go into detail about the gruesome discovery they had just made inside.
Just driving around looking for her. They did everybody met at 3 at the church to go look for her, and we were just driving around.
That's so sad, bro.
We looked at every creek and culvert we could find.
The peel-out marks were already here.
Those over there, yeah.
I've seen those tracks, and they pulled in. They didn't go on through. They were just stopped.
These aren't y'all's?
No, this is the vehicle we're in.
Are those
over to the gate?
Are those your shoe prints?
Probably mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's stay over here on the rocks and not walk around where there's any footprints.
Don't let them leave there till I get out there, please.
10-4, they're waiting for everybody.
To the deputies, this discovery immediately raises questions. The farmhouse sits miles out of town, in an isolated location that many locals don't even know exists.
Which is kind of crazy, because isn't it weird how them 2 people there, that man and that woman, I've just drove 25 miles and randomly found that. But people that live close to that don't even know it's there. Something's crazy. Something's going on. I can't lie. Something crazy is going on.
So, while they wait for additional office...
Like, how would you even find that spot? Look where they are, bro. In the middle of nowhere. 25 miles away from the church or some shit like that.
To arrive, the deputy begins pressing for answers, trying to understand how this couple ended up here in the first place.
How long I guess y'all called immediately when y'all found her?
Oh, yeah.
Which gate did y'all jump?
I walked around the house. I didn't see nothing in there. And I went out to all the outbuildings.
Do what?
Oh! In the house.
Why is he stuttering, bro? Hold on.
Oh yeah. Which gate did y'all jump?
I walked around the house. I didn't see nothing in there. And I went out to all the outbuildings.
Do what?
I walked around in the house.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see nothing in there and went to all the outbuildings.
Yeah.
And I was coming back, and that storm shelter there had a bunch of grass knocked down. So I run around and looked, and there she is. She's upside down in there, and she is beat.
Shit! What? Nah, nigga, that's a mad discovery, bro. How are you driving? You just end up here and you just find it, bro. That's crazy. Surely he's got to know something about this, bro.
And I was coming back, and that storm shelter there had a bunch of grass knocked down. So I run around and looked, and there she is. She's upside down in there, and she is beat.
Damn.
I got a daughter that age.
Oh.
She's naked. And the jaybird, all she got on is that white shirt she was running around in Friday when I seen her. Oh. If I get my hand on them, she's done that. I'd say that right now, Fletcher.
I'll take my words back, bro. I'll take it back. He's got nothing to do with this. I take that back.
I took them bastard. Nobody. She had the mentality of a 9-year-old.
There's an old house back there. They apparently all met up at the church earlier at North Lake, and they were just coming out driving around looking. She's in a cellar.
You serious?
Yeah. I said they were just out looking for places.
That old gray house.
Yeah, I think so. They said they found hair laying out on the ground. They're like, what the heck is that? So they've already picked it up. It's like, that ain't cow hair or anything. And they were wandering around and they found her in the cellar.
How could a cow
The gate's
be there?
locked, so we'll have to cut it. But there's tire tracks that pull in there and then pull straight back out.
Fresh tracks?
Yeah, like today fresh.
Indeed, these are very fresh marks, planting a terrifying thought in the deputies.
Is that... Wait there. Is that how it actually looks? Is that blood? I mean, is that ketchup? I can't say that. Is that ketchup?
Minds that Shantae's killer could be somewhere nearby, keeping a close eye on the area. Shortly afterward,
when you're
more
out there,
units begin arriving at the scene, including the crime scene photographer. And as the deputies prepare to head towards the body's location, they'll soon realize that whatever the couple told them is nothing compared to what they're about to see.
Oh, watch that wire. Yeah. So it's on your gun. There you go. You're good. All right, here, John, hold this. I'll step up here and I'll grab the camera and hold it.
The bracelet's laying right on the other side. I'm assuming it's her.
Okay, he said there's a little bracelet right here on the other side of the gate. He said, yeah, right over there in the middle of that grass. There's one of those wristbands, those little rubber bands like this one. It looks, the way this grass is right here, like someone's been through it recently or something. Knife laying on the ground. Looks like it's been there a little while.
Yeah, it's been there a while, but we'll go ahead and photograph it just in case.
I don't see any blood anywhere though. I haven't seen drops. I wonder if someone pulled around to the back side of this house where it wasn't as obvious.
Yeah, let's just follow the...
We'll follow the dirt tracks.
I couldn't imagine being the officers in this situation, bro.
Disturbed.
That's why you've actually got to respect the police, bro. Some people
oh my goodness,
not be able to do what they do, bro. Seriously.
Video here. I want to say he said he pulled this metal back. We need to find out. I mean, because you can see where there's a path right through here. Man, this grass is still thick. There's not gonna be any prints. This metal right here we'll need to process probably, or I would say. Here's another pink band right here, John.
Oh, yeah. Why is there so many pink
homicide
laying around?
There's blood all on that rock right there.
It's like they're trying to leave tracks.
All your guys get out here, I'm sure they'll want to go through this building and make sure that there's not something inside here either.
Yeah.
On the ground, halfway inside the cellar, lies Shantae's deceased and partially clothed body, beaten so severely that she is almost unrecognizable. Beside her is a broken lawnmower blade stained with blood. Its condition and placement leave investigators with little doubt that they're looking at the murder weapon. All of it, the secluded location, the sheer brutality of the attack, and the way Shantae's body is positioned leave deputies wondering just what kind of a deranged person could have done this.
And to think that this person is just in the church as well, sitting around, is scary, bro. I'm telling you, everybody, bro, you need to be careful, bro.
Following this, Shantae's body is taken away for autopsy while officers clear the abandoned house. Inside, they find trash, empty alcohol bottles, and decay, but no blood or signs of a struggle. The next step for investigators is to speak with the remaining search volunteers. So they release the couple who found the body, instructing them not to tell anyone about the discovery to avoid alerting the killer. But that's easier said than done, because for Brown County, discoveries like this carry a familiar weight, as the area has been no stranger to tragedy. In 1989, 13-year-old Amanda Goodman was abducted while walking home from school and murdered. 7 years later, in 1996, 30-year-old Juan Laurels was found shot to death beside his burning car. Decades later, both cases remain unsolved. And even more recently, police recovered the remains of 2 missing residents in remote areas of Brown County. So while investigators hope to keep details of Shantae's murder from spreading, in a town this small, news travels extremely fast. And investigators are about to learn that the hard way.
They should have, like, locked this place off ages ago, bro.
Because May, Texas is a deeply religious community, the search for Shantae has been organized through the local North Lake Community Church. So investigators head there, but by the time they arrive, the situation has already changed dramatically. A volunteer firefighter has just informed Shantae's family that her body has been found, putting deputies at a significant disadvantage. And as the deputy approaches the church, he's met with uneasy stares from the crowd as he scans the room for any potential suspects.
Okay. All right. I'm just looking. Oh. I'm just making observations.
Oh, appreciate it.
The crowd.
Thank you.
You're not doing what, sir? Okay. That's fine. All right, come on. Hey, folks, could you have your attention just a minute? Folks?
Someone in there is probably the killer.
Hello? Ladies, gentlemen.
Scary stuff, bro. Scary.
If you believe you have information that will assist in this investigation, I ask you don't discuss it with anybody else. I don't want you to mix your notes with anybody else's notes or anybody else's observations. That's important because I want your recollections to be your own. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Pastor? How are you, sir?
You doing okay?
Doing well, sir.
Thank you for coming out here.
You bet.
While the community may not trust the deputy yet, they do trust Pastor Ron Keener. Having spent nearly 5 decades in ministry and years helping local charities, he knows this town inside and out, and having him on their side could prove invaluable to the investigation. As the deputy continues moving through the church, he notices people beginning to leave. With no legal authority to stop them, he urges Pastor Keener to help gather Shantae's family and those closest to her. But as detectives begin speaking with the people who knew Shantae best, one person quickly draws their attention: her boyfriend, John Adams. And as
I even said at the start of the video, I don't trust this guy, bro. Just look at his face. Look at his face. You're gonna look at me and tell me he didn't do anything, bro. I'm not trying to say that in like a, you know, in that kind of way, but bro, when you watch these type of things, it's always the boyfriend, you know, it's always that crazy boyfriend, bro, you know what I'm saying? Just watch it. At the end of the video, you will see.
With him, right? His behavior would be nothing like what you'd expect from a grieving boyfriend.
See what I'm saying, bro? See what I'm saying?
But before we get to that, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you realize just how much people are forced to carry. Fear, trauma.
Oh yeah, be safe out there, people. Be safe, be safe, be safe.
Minimum pensions for payable payment the day you've helped Kennedy. Boyfriend is about to exhibit some behavior the detectives would find highly suspicious.
My name's John Harper. I'm an investigator with Brown County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, first of all, why are you talking over him, bro? Let him speak. Let the officers speak, bro.
Is about to exhibit some behavior the detectives would find highly suspicious.
My name's John Harper. I'm an investigator with Bragg County Sheriff's Office.
I don't get in trouble anymore.
I don't get in trouble no more.
What does that mean?
Innit? What does that mean, bro? He hasn't even said anything but his name, and you're talking about... Wait, what did he say? I don't get in trouble anymore. He hasn't said nothing about... What?
Bragg County Sheriff's Office.
I don't get in trouble anymore.
That is the most suspicious thing I've ever heard in my life.
No, now I remember who you are. Yes, now I remember who you are.
That's not what you want to say in this type of situation, bro.
Over 3 years, October 17th.
Okay. How did you and her get along?
How we got along?
Yeah.
I mean, like, there was times, I ain't gonna lie, we'd argue, I mean, like, but she's not capable of handling things. She has mental problems. I mean, like, I try to
She has mental problems because of you, bro.
And stuff, and I just try, sometimes I'd just leave, and then sometimes I could just talk her out of it and be nice, and she'd calm down.
Be nice.
She just has, I mean, like, I hate to say it, she expressed herself different. I mean, like, just, sometimes it was like a wall, but she showed me love, you know what I mean?
Despite just learning that Shantae has been found dead, John
he seems a bit too calm,
ask
bro.
a
Seems like he's trying
question
to
about what
not mess up
happened
what
to her
he's
that
saying.
night,
You know what I'm saying?
leaving detectives to wonder if
Yeah,
he
he's not trying to
somehow
mess it up, bro.
already knows. At this stage, deputies are looking for anyone who may have had a reason to harm Shantae. And without hesitation, John would point investigators towards another man, someone who had just slipped out of the church the moment the deputy arrived.
Okay. See, that's where it kind of changed everything for me now. That's very suspicious, bro. Police come, you dip straight away. Yeah, suspicious, bro.
Has she had problems with
This nigga and the other one?
Anybody?
They're on my radar right now, bro. It's more of this guy though, because I know more of him.
Guy where?
Colin.
Yeah. What about Colin Smith?
Well, I mean, we used to have problems because she used to ride around.
Okay, so the answer is the killer is either one of them. If they used to have problems and, you know, he used to know his ex-girlfriend now, you know, because she's died, rest in peace. Something's went on, bro. One of them killed her.
And he used to just do stupid stuff, and he, like, fly around drunk, stuff like that, and I didn't like that. And I mean, like, I should hang around and stuff, but she pretty much, me and him got into it one time because he came out to the house.
You see, and they're both fighting. Yep, something. If they can both be physical, then bro, something is obviously happening between one of the guys and the girl.
And me and her stepdad were out there and straightened out, and I never heard much out. He pretty much turned his nose and let it be.
Okay.
And then I've heard off and on she goes over there. I mean, but it's just something I can't really get myself upset about, and I mean, but I'm that foolish over.
As John's interview comes to an end, deputies still aren't sure what to make of him. Although he agreed to speak with them voluntarily and remains cooperative, detectives find his behavior oddly unconcerned. For now, John points investigators towards the only possible suspect he can think of.
And he knows the way she died as well, bro.
A man deputies soon learn is no longer at the church.
Just take a look at this guy, bro. Look in his glasses. Why? See, what normal person takes a photo like that, bro? What? You can just tell based on that there's already something up with him. I'm being dead serious, bro.
And as the church empties and the night comes to an end, detectives decide to wrap up the interviews and continue the investigation at first light. But when the community finally learns who the killer really is, they would be left speechless that someone they thought they could trust was capable of such evil.
I'm guessing that because his
I mean,
face
we've
is
got
dead.
Hearst been brutally murdered, and here he is right in front of us. How did I miss that? How did I miss it?
The next morning, just as deputies prepare to head back into town, they receive a major update from the forensic team. The initial autopsy results are in. Shantae's cause of death is determined to be blunt force trauma to the head and neck. Her injuries are consistent with the broken lawnmower blade found at the scene. She has no defensive wounds, while bruising on her arms suggests she had been dragged by the elbows. But investigators uncover something even more disturbing.
How can you be dragged by the elbows? Huh?
Shantae's body had been violated as she was dying, or even after her death. Male DNA is recovered, giving detectives their first concrete clue about the person they're looking for. And combined with the sheer brutality of the attack, investigators begin to suspect that this was not the killer's first time, and that other victims may still be hidden somewhere.
How would they know that though? How do they know he's
At 10 a.m., deputies make their way into town and split up, interviewing men throughout the area and collecting DNA samples in hopes of identifying the killer. Suspecting they're dealing with a serial killer, they know they can't afford to waste time, as anyone could be a potential suspect. But the terrifying part is that they have no idea which of those encounters will be the one with the killer.
I guess you know why I'm here.
Well, I'm sure it has something to do with Shantae.
Yes, sir. What do you know about Shantae, sir?
I've lived here about 4 years, and she walks up and down the streets every day.
Something was said, and I'm not sure about the source because I was just assigned to come out.
Okay.
Something about, that you had said that you get excited when you see her.
There might have been a comment made to say that, she's a good-looking girl, and that makes me a dirty old man. I think that's what was said. And I don't give a shit if you're male and you're going to look at a young lady and say, well, damn, she's pretty.
Yeah, I hear you.
You need to.
Somebody reported the dead body hanging in there.
Let me shush.
They got on that gate there that came over.
Before I say something that cannot be said on YouTube.
How long ago was that?
Oh, that's been
10 years. Oh, okay.
And you just seen her and waved to her. You didn't stop and talk to her.
No, didn't stop talking to him. I had to stop and talk to her in the past. She's a good little girl.
See, that's just weird, bro. What do you mean she's a good little girl? Oh, nigga, what?
And you just seen her and waved to her. You didn't stop and talk to her.
No, didn't stop talking to him. I had to stop and talk to her in the past. She's a good little girl.
There's boys that would, want to be with her, or
don't say she's a good little girl if she's 25, bro.
She'd say Colin was her boyfriend. You never know,
After speaking with more than a dozen residents,
just don't even say that in general. What do you mean?
Reality. There is no shortage of men who knew Shantae, knew her routine, and may have had the opportunity to harm her. Meaning there are still too many possibilities and no clear suspect. So, in search of a breakthrough, the lead detective contacts Shantae's family and learns from her mother, Michelle, that the last person likely to have seen her before she disappeared was her closest friend, Caitlin. After getting Caitlin's address, detectives drive to her house, unaware that the woman they're about to meet may hold the key to unraveling the entire case. Because no one in this house knows Shantae better than she does, or the three strange men who had recently entered her life.
Caitlin, we're just trying to get as much information on this as we can. Will you just kind of tell me about Friday? What was she talking about?
She was talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. One thing that really got me was she told me her and Colin got back together. Her and her boyfriend John. She talked about how they broke up because she didn't like him. And then said that actually Colin told her to meet him in the shed behind his house that night.
First of all, you should know something's already up when you're getting asked to meet up in a shed, bro. Shed. Out of all places, bro. A park. Out, like, a shed, bro.
Sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
And then this guy, he drove by us in Bronco. It's white and red. When you see somebody you think is really creepy, you kind of get this. He looked kind of creepy, and he waved at her, and she was like, yeah, that's so-and-so. He really tripped me out.
Caitlin points to the three men who may have been involved in Shantae's disappearance. John, Colin, and a third man she can't remember, except for one detail, a red and white Ford Bronco. Once investigators locate the only matching vehicle registered in the area, the name comes back as Bobby Sosa. So with three potential suspects now at the forefront of the investigation, John,
Look at this Bobby Sosa guy, bro. Looks like one of them people you'll see on Omegle. When you're just on Omegle, and you just, swiping through people, you see this guy just look at you, bro. And he's just, doing that thing. Yeah, man. creepy guy.
Colin and Bobby, deputies split up and head out to each of their homes. The first team makes their way to Bobby's property, and when officers arrive, they're immediately struck by something unusual. A strong odor coming from inside the trailer.
Uh-oh, yeah, that's the
just
first
follow up
clue.
on everything. I don't think you're being, misleading with us or anything, but just for us to cover anything since the vehicle's in the area, do you mind if we go in your trailer and just make sure everything's okay and there's nobody in there?
Yeah, you better say yes.
There's nobody in there, but it's
okay.
It's just more just to cover all of our bases.
Sure, I'm
saying we did.
no problem.
Any guns in there, anything like that?
No weapons.
No weapons?
Maybe a pocket knife here and
That's
there.
fine.
Alright.
How long you lived out here, man?
Like I said, not even a month.
Oh, yeah?
It's a mess.
A month
That's
that's already
fine, man.
smelling that pot, bro.
Sure, we've been in worse.
I don't know. Not unless you got a water around here.
Straight to that carpet.
What?
Oh, we got plenty of those, man. Hoarders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that freezer looks like it works good, man.
Runs on propane.
Do what?
It runs on propane.
Really? Yeah, as long as we're here real quick, your storage unit shed right here. Is that cool? Appreciate it, man.
Get it. You don't have a dog, do you?
No. That smell?
Yeah.
Coming from the RV, I need to dump my tanks.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I gotta use that little thing there because I'm out of gas. Go haul it to that place down the street.
Oh, really? You gotta dump it in that and then haul it down there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm sorry about the time. I'm trying to get everything good.
You're good, man.
Despite the strong odor on the property, which Bobby claims is gasoline, officers fail to find anything that connects him to Shantae's murder. And while officers continue questioning Bobby, another team makes its way to Colin's house. At first, they're prepared to treat him
Watch, I'm
like any
telling
other
you now,
potential
they're gonna
witness.
find
But Colin's
something here, bro.
behavior and his refusal to cooperate
told
would
you.
soon shoot him to the top of the suspect list.
I told you before he even said that. They're gonna find something, bro.
How you
They're
doing,
going
sir?
to find something.
What's your name? Colin. You mind if you want to ride with me up to the SO and that? Yeah, and I'll bring you back.
I gotta do it.
Okay, you don't want to go with me?
I mean, it's ridiculous that I'm.
Isn't he the same guy that had to that left the church as soon as the police pulled up? Now they've pulled up again. He's all of a sudden got to dip. This guy, bro.
Even being looked at. She's got a boyfriend or a husband, John Adams.
Top two threats.
She's like infatuated with me. She'll just walk up and down.
Did y'all have any type of physical relationship at all? Because some of the people we talked to is that y'all had a relationship at one time.
No.
So never.
No.
Okay. What kind of relationship did she and the boyfriend have?
He'd always pick her up and tell her to go get her home, and he treated her like a dog. And there's a lot of people that are kind of looking at him. I mean, it's
he's one of the people I'm gonna have to interview. Are you working
It's
anywhere right
either
now?
one of them.
do
Either that
lawn mowing out here.
crackhead looking guy or this Colin
According
guy,
to
bro. It's either one of
Colin,
them.
he never had any kind of relationship with Shantae,
It
but
can't be anyone
detectives
else.
aren't buying it. And when the conversation turns to his job, Colin reveals he works in lawn care, giving him access to the...
Oh my gosh. We found him. Hey, we found him. Well done, we found him.
same type of weapon.
You see, before that even popped up, I knew, bro. I knew it.
Detectives believe
We got
was
him.
used
We got
to
him.
murder Shantae. But seeing how defensive Colin is becoming, detectives decide to leave, asking him to come to the station the following day to provide a DNA sample and answer a few more questions.
We got him.
So now, with 3 key figures firmly on the investigators' radar, detectives back at the station begin taking a closer look at each of them, and what they uncover is peculiar, to say the least. John has prior burglary and assault charges and withheld critical details about his relationship with Shantae. Bobby has a previous assault charge against a woman and was known to spend time near the area where Shantae's body was found.
So as of right now, he's number 1. The guy on the left is number 2.
And
Let's see what's wrong with this guy.
Colin, while having no known criminal history, has long been the subject of rumors about his violent temper.
Just because he's got no criminal history does not mean he can pull off that act. But as of right now, the guy in the middle, he's number 1. The guy on the left, number 2. This guy, number 3.
And this is when detectives realize that any one of these
But
men
I still
could...
believe it's Colin, bro. I still believe it's him. Still believe it's him right there, bro.
Be Shantae's killer, but figuring out which one will prove far more difficult than they expected. As the day comes to an end, rumors begin spreading throughout the community, and neighbors start keeping a watchful eye on one another. And with Shantae's funeral set for the following day, detectives will be doing the same, watching the crowd for a killer hiding in plain sight.
I've always had this different part of me. It just wants nothing but destruction and evil. It wanted to kill somebody.
What? Nah.
Hiding in plain sight.
I've always had this different part of me. It just wants nothing but destruction and evil. It wanted to
Destruction shit.
The following morning, medical examiners released Shantae's body to her family for the funeral, but not before delivering one final unexpected update. Examiners have discovered unusual markings on Shantae's chest. Markings investigators cannot explain and believe may point to something ritualistic. To make matters even more unsettling, detectives realize Shantae had been murdered on Friday the 13th. A detail
Oh nah. Whoa, I just felt something in my body, you know. Is that goosebumps or what? Nah, that's scary, bro. You know Friday 13th, right? Oh hell no, that just makes it 10 times worse, bro. This shit was planned out, bro. Oh hell no.
To make matters even more unsettling, detectives realize
that really did make me unsettling, bro. Oh my.
Friday the 13th. A detail that only adds weight
this video is
to
crazy.
This theory. But with no way of knowing whether the markings are significant or simply a coincidence, investigators file the possibility away as the community prepares to say its final goodbye. Around 11 a.m., nearly 100 churchgoers begin gathering for Shantae's funeral. The church is so crowded that some are forced to wait outside, and among them, patiently waiting, is Shantae's killer. Inside, Pastor Keener leads the service as the family and friends pay their final respects. The ceremony lasts for hours, though a handful of attendees quietly slip away before it ends, including the men responsible for Shantae's death. A short time later, Shantae's coffin is carried to Pleasant Valley Cemetery, where she's finally laid to rest, and despite all their best efforts, police fail to recognize the killer.
Literally
With
right
the funeral
there, bro.
over, detectives turn their attention back to
never
the
know
investigation.
what
They
people
call
are really
all
on.
three key
Them
suspects
people, you
and
never
ask
know
them
what
to
they're
come
on.
to the station for questioning. Around 4 p.m., Bobby and John are first to arrive at the station, handing over their phones to be searched for potential evidence. And as detectives sit down with both men, it quickly becomes clear that they both have some explaining to do.
Of course, I guess they told you.
Naughty
when they
boy.
download the phone, they get everything. They get pictures, they get text messages, they get phone calls, all that stuff. Right? And do you delete your text messages?
Yeah. But I was like long places and they were on my phone out there.
No, that's not what these text messages that you deleted. And you know what I'm talking about because you even told somebody, hey, my phone's
You know the messages, hold on. You know the messages you delete? Them crazy messages you send and you delete? You know they don't delete, bro. They stay on your phone, your computer, wherever they are, where you've deleted them, bro. That will stay forever, bro. So if you think you've deleted something and it's gone,
worried
you're
about
an
DNA
idiot.
so bad about?
I'm not worried about it. I just
Got to
don't
be
like
careful what you say, bro.
Well, she was like, I don't know why you're so worried about giving DNA.
Even your search history, everything, bro, it's still there, bro.
Well, they want my DNA. Why did they want my DNA?
Sure, whatever.
That's what the text message just said.
Positive, brother, positive. That's what we're saying.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
I just don't want that. It's not all the time thing. I mean, like, I just might go to a friend or something like that.
I don't care. I don't care if you smoke. I don't care if you
Innit? We
smoke.
don't care. Why did he just bring that up, bro? We don't care.
I don't care. Well, I don't care about that. I'm thinking about what we got going on right now, and then we find your phone, and you knew we were fixing to look at everything, and then we find the message going, or because they can tell what's been
See,
deleted.
that
and
right
what
there is suspicious. We found him. We got him. This is the guy, bro. We got him.
hasn't been deleted. And then they look and they like
1,
deleted.
2, 3, 4, 6 messages.
If you did have something to do with this, you need to let me know
I
now.
would have told you day one.
Okay, if I would have been around anything serious like that, or knew anything, or anybody, I would be.
Or knew anybody that had anything to do
I
with
believe
it.
this guy didn't do
anything.
it. You can tell by his
It's
body
just like
language, the
anything
way he's
else,
talking
you
and
know,
all stuff, and he's not like
nieces
saying
out there,
anything
I have
else.
my sister up
This
there.
guy's safe. This guy's safe.
Who this person is, I mean, everything's kind of, like you said, it's kind of on a lockdown because everybody's scared to death right now.
Yeah.
Shantae told one of the girls that she was walking with that night that she was supposed to be coming back to meet Colin.
I think I'll be a good detective. You know, I can tell when someone's lying.
Would that make you jealous if she's going to go over there and meet with Colin?
If you apply enough pressure, you don't fall like that, bro.
But it was still considered in a way that I can't do anything about it. I mean,
so it wouldn't make you mad if she was hooking up with somebody else?
That's a lie. That's such a lie, bro. You wouldn't be mad if your girl's talking with someone else in that way.
I'll never do that, that girl. I don't really have much family around here. My dad's in a nursing home. Sisters in Dallas.
Well, that would make it even worse, though, because the one person that you care about, if she's sleeping around with somebody else, that would, the only connection you got out here.
Yeah, I'll just move on.
Upon speaking with both men, detectives notice they appear more nervous than before. That said, they also know both have prior run-ins with law enforcement and could simply be wary of being wrongly targeted. But one detail stands out. Only John appears to have deleted messages from his phone. By the end of both interrogations, only circumstantial evidence remains, so detectives release the men while instructing them to provide DNA samples. Shortly afterwards, Colin arrives at the station, and where's his calling guy, bro? Take a very different turn.
Oh shit.
Feeling as though he may be their strongest suspect yet, investigators immediately ask him to take a polygraph test. And as they sit down with him, it doesn't take long before Colin admits he hasn't been entirely honest with them.
Whoa!
Whoever it is a pretty sick person, and they're still out there somewhere.
Yes, they're still out there somewhere. It's you. You're talking about yourself. You're a very sick man. You're a very sick, stupid, silly
What do you
man.
think it's going to take to pass the test today?
To pass the test? What do you mean?
He doesn't even know. Bro.
What do you think it's going to take to pass the polygraph test? Honesty, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be the...
I'm an honest person, so I hate liars, so... When she was with John...
When someone says... When someone says they're an honest person and they're not a liar, they're a liar. They're a liar.
What do you mean?
What do you think it's going to take to pass
Look at him as he says it as well.
Honesty,
Look at him.
Yeah, that's going to be...
That little
I'm an honest
smirk.
person, so I hate liars, so... When she was with John, she always had ace bandages and on. Always looked like something was wrong with her.
Sure.
Was always telling me about him putting her hands on her.
Were y'all pretty sexual back then?
We had this a couple times, and I told him no the other day just because I was scared.
As far as how she died, what all do you know about how she died?
Alright, this is the very first story we got, alright? It's sickening, honestly. Sorry for cussing, but it's really sick to think how many people out there have been gossiping and like making their own stories up, you know what I mean? Like,
what do you think the person that killed her is feeling right now?
I don't know.
I think they're feeling a little guilty.
It's him. You see that little nervous laughter? That's it. It's him, bro. We got him.
Do you think
we got him, bro. If I was a detective, bro, I would have caught this nigga from day one since I met him, bro, face to face.
Passion, you know,
Interestingly, Colin admits that he was, in fact, involved in an intimate relationship with Shantae, but he insists that he has been truthful about everything else. However, that claim would soon be put to the test when the polygraph examination begins, and before long, something would happen that would cause Colin...
Look at his eyes. Look at this guy in the eyes, and you're gonna tell me he's not a person that would do what he did? I'm saying what he did because I know he done it, bro. I know he done it. There's no one else that can prove to me that they haven't done it. I mean that they have done it. This guy has done it, bro. Look at them eyes, bro. Oh, hell no.
...to abruptly end the interview.
Hey, Colin, when we take this test, man, I'm starting to see some things in here that's a little bit concerning to me.
Look at this guy's face, bro. That's the face of a guy that's just been caught, bro. Look at him.
No, you got to be sure to be still when we take the test. First off, secondly, you got to be keep everything the same. As far as when you're answering,
he's gonna
there's
cry.
a little bit of movement going on. Okay.
You see that movement? That's the nervous movement,
everything
bro.
you do, just just be yourself, okay? That's all we're asking. Colin, what do you think the best question to ask you is going to be today?
Did I kill Shante Blankenship?
Whether it be through strangulation, whether it be through blunt force, whether it be through whatever, did you physically cause the death of Shante is what I'm asking, okay? So your response is no. What have you not been honest with me?
I've been honest to you about everything.
Okay, so why is
You can tell it's him. He's guilty, bro. If it truly went him, bro, he would not be this calm. He'd be like, but it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would be more... Right now, he's just calm. He's like, I didn't do it. We know it's you, bro.
Showing that you're
look how calm he is.
I guess because
you'd be more defensive if it wasn't you, right?
What's showing? Tell me what's showing.
You're not even showing any reaction.
And now he's arguing. Yeah, bro.
About it, where I'm telling you.
Because he told me to stay as calm as I can.
You'd be wanting the police to understand you more. Now you're arguing. It looks a bit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit,
and you know what? The reactions that we're showing on this is, man, you're off the freaking charts.
Shit.
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything wrong, and I'd like to leave.
And that's up to you.
Folks, we got him.
I can't force you to be here, but you're the one that's.
And you know what it is? I should deadass be a detective, bro. This guy, he's fidgeting too much. He just grabbed a bottle of water, just drank it. Like, he's so scared, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's moving too much, bro.
I didn't do anything
Look him.
wrong.
He's trying to make himself.
I'd like to leave.
He's fidgeting too much, bro.
That's up to you. I can't force you to be here, but you're the one.
I'm not saying he can't drink a bottle of water, but whenever you've been caught, you just try and do anything.
I did come in here to clear it. I gave DNA.
You don't want to be
right
just sat
off the
still.
bat,
I'm
the
saying
very
you just
first one that
move
tested
around
for
too much.
DNA, and I came in here willingly. This is a bunch of crap, man.
Yeah, there's the door.
I did what I was supposed to do. I was
If it's not him,
100%
everybody
cooperative.
unsubscribe.
As
If it's not him, everybody
walks out of the
unsubscribe.
room, detectives begin to believe they may have found their killer. Because while Colin had been
I've
adamant that
been
he
knowing
had
this, bro.
nothing to do with Shantae's death, his polygraph results appear to tell a very different story. His
Shit.
elevated emotional responses, reflected in changes to his breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, and perspiration,
That blood
suggest
pressure
he
rising,
wasn't
boy.
entirely truthful when answering questions about Shantae's death. That said, polygraph results aren't foolproof and aren't admissible in court as proof of guilt. DNA, however, is a very different story, and with DNA samples now collected from John, Colin, and Bobby,
We have got the person. I'm guessing, right? It's the guy in the middle. The guy right there, bro.
detectives believe the answer to who killed Shantae must lie with one of them. The samples are sent to the Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Laboratory in Fort Worth, more than 100 miles away. And while detectives and the entire community wait for answers, the killer remains free to roam the streets.
Wait. So it's none of them. If the killer's out on the street, it's none of. Wait, what?
A month passes, and the DNA results finally arrive.
Oh, okay.
But when the
I'm
DNA
bugging,
profile
I'm
is
bugging, I'm
entered to
bugging,
the
I'm bugging.
National DNA Database, there are no matches. No match to John, Colin, or Bobby.
What do you mean? Yo, this is a professional killer, bro. I don't care. Oh, that sounds bad. Not professional killer, but you know, this guy is...
No matches to any known offenders
How?
in the area. Detectives are left with a troubling possibility.
So you're telling me they haven't
Perhaps
even
their killer
interviewed this guy,
wasn't a
this
local,
killer one
but
time?
someone
This
passing
whole
through
time?
town who had already disappeared for good.
Shit.
Possibility. Perhaps
18
their killer
months later.
wasn't a local, but someone passing through town who had already disappeared for good.
That's a whole year and a half
More
later.
than a year into the investigation, in October 2017, another investigator who had worked on Shantae's case, Carlisle Gover, would make an incredible discovery. While watching a true crime show, Gover learns about an emerging technology known as DNA phenotyping, a technique that had successfully solved another cold case by generating a snapshot prediction of what a person may look like using only their DNA.
Yeah, man, technology is crazy. Whatever you're doing out there, bro, you know it's bad, but you do it anyway. You just know you're going to get caught in the end. This is a year and a half later, by the way. The actual killer thinks he's got away with this, bro, because of how long it's been. No, bro, they're still looking for you. And they will find you, bro. They will find you.
The next day, Gover rushes to tell the lead detective, Scott Bird. Within hours, the $4,000 needed for the testing is secured and the DNA is submitted. And as the image slowly begins to take shape, suspects would be eliminated one by one until the true killer turns out to be someone no one ever expected.
Yeah, by the time that the Blankenship case came along, we had a couple of cases that had used the phenotyping information to help solve their cases, given the investigative capabilities that they had at that time, which were not DNA. He managed to avoid leaving any clues that got him caught. But he did leave DNA. He just didn't know that that was going to be the thing that would finally catch him.
This is Dr. Ellen Greytag, Director of Bioinformatics at Parabon Nanolabs, the company behind the snapshot technology detectives used in the hunt for Shantae's killer. Within weeks of receiving the DNA evidence, Parabon's team analyzes the sample and generates a snapshot report predicting the unknown suspect's physical appearance.
Who the hell is that? I've not seen that guy's face. This whole video.
He immediately recognizes the man, 21-year-old Ryan Riggs. Years earlier, before entering law enforcement, Bird had taught Ryan in the 5th grade. When detectives dig deeper, they discover Ryan had been there the entire time. He was a longtime family friend, attended Shantae's funeral, wrote aid. When detectives dig deeper, they discover Ryan had been there the entire time. He was a long...
See this picture right here? If you ever see someone take a picture like this outside in the dark, by the way, in the dark with the flash on, what are you doing, bro? Go to sleep. Who the hell takes it? What normal person takes a picture like that? You know, but just based off small things, you can tell how someone is, bro. This guy's a creep, a freak, a weirdo. Look at him, bro.
Family friend attended Shantae's funeral.
Don't trust anybody that takes pictures
calling
like
out
that,
her
bro.
name during search parties and even hugged her parents at the wake. Detectives now know it was all an act, a years-long act.
And who's taking a picture with their eyes wide open like that, bro? This guy, some people are not normal, bro.
Ryan managed to maintain perfectly.
Genuinely.
On November 9th, officers head straight to his address, but instead, they're met by Ryan's parents, who reveal that he has already fled.
Oh my days. Yep, he caught on. He's gone. Gone? Out today, bro? This is definitely not his first time, bro.
Hours of the image being released, Ryan manages to slip away. And once again, police are back at square one until the following evening at a church service when Ryan decides to do something completely unexpected.
Shit, what's he gonna do?
As I do before every service, Scott, I stand in the parking lot greeting people. And there was Ryan standing there with his mother, Michelle. And he said, I'm going to turn myself in tonight. He said, I murdered her. And I said, at that point, I'm going to step out in the parking lot and call Sheriff Hill. We're going to take you to the law.
Well, this is very unexpected. You know, hey, about the other people that I was talking about, hey, I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't know. My bad. Everybody still stay subscribed because I did say if it's not him, unsubscribe. Yeah, I was joking. Stay subscribed. But, bro, you can't even blame me. The way they were moving is it's not adding up, bro. If it weren't you, you should not be moving like that, bro.
Enforcement Center. He said, yes, sir. I want to confess to them.
To detectives' surprise, less than an hour ago, Ryan had unexpectedly shown up at a Wednesday night service where he made a horrifying confession. He was responsible for murdering Shantae. Not only that,
this guy needs minimum 45 years in prison.
He had just walked into the sheriff's office alongside Pastor Keener, saying he wants to turn himself in. Baffled by the situation, detectives bring Ryan into the interrogation room, and when they sit down with him, they let him speak, trying to determine whether this young man in front of them is truly the dangerous killer they've been hunting for nearly 2 years.
So this happened on Friday the 13th.
Doing it on Friday the 13th as well is fucking insane.
Tell me about that day. How'd you start that day out?
Yo, this guy is crazy. You plan to commit an M on Friday the 13th. You've got to be physically, mentally insane, bro.
I don't remember how I started the day. It was just like an average day to me up until I did what I did. I had stopped and asked her if she needed a ride, and she got in my truck, and then...
Don't go in strangers' people's cars.
Out of no.
What? I mean, don't go in strangers' cars, people.
I just put my left arm around her and began to strangle her. I went
While
back
driving?
to my truck and got a lawnmower blade out of the back of my truck.
Oh, hell no.
And I went back to where she was, and I beat her to death with it to make sure that she was dead. I've always had this different part of me.
What the fuck?
That it just wants nothing but destruction and evil.
Fuck.
And whenever I saw her that day, it took over. So I knew what I was trying to get. It wanted to kill somebody.
Ryan's description of what he did to Shantae perfectly matches the details from the crime scene. Details that had never been made public. To detectives, it leaves little doubt that he is, in fact, the killer.
If you could say something right now to Shantae, what would you say?
That I'm sorry that I did what I did. And whatever I have coming towards me, I deserve.
What do you think you deserve?
Death for sure.
Anything else?
No.
All right. You are officially under arrest for capital murder.
With the charges laid bare, Ryan Riggs ultimately pleads guilty to the capital murder of Shantae. When news of Ryan's arrest reaches Shantae's mother, Michelle, she releases an emotional statement thanking the community for its support.
Hey everyone, I don't know if everybody knows, but we caught him. We got him tonight for a capital murder trial. God has blessed us with him, and it breaks my heart because this man went to church with her, and he's just a kid himself. I wanted everyone
Yeah, he's
to
just a
know
kid.
that.
He's just a kid.
We
Alright,
appreciate
fuck off,
everything
bro.
y'all have done.
Fuck off with that.
In 2019,
bro. Look how
Ryan is
that is not a kid, bro. That's a full-grown adult. He knows what he's doing. He's fully aware. He's fully capable of what he's just done.
Ultimately sentenced to life in prison.
Oh, he's just a kid. Fuck off with that bullshit, bro.
Without the possibility of parole. But even with Ryan behind bars, the abandoned property where Shantae was found continues to haunt the town. The site became...
For the love of God, why can't they just destroy that thing? What purpose does that have in wherever that place is, Brown County or whatever, bro? What purpose does that serve, bro? Just knock it down. Why keep it? When it's like, what is this, the fourth M that's been here, bro, and you're deciding to still keep it? I'll come back to you guys in the next 2 months. We'll react to the same type of video.
Infamously known as the Haunted House, people regularly jumped the fence to explore the property, reopening old wounds for Shantae's family. Eventually, in 2025, both the house and the storm shelter were demolished in an effort to finally bring peace to the community and allow it Shantae's family. Eventually, in 2025, both the house and the storm shelter were demolished in an effort to finally bring peace to the community and allow it to move forward.
I was gonna say if that's still stood up straight
case left Texas
to this day,
by a
bro.
killer hiding in plain sight, our next case takes us to Florida, where the warning signs were always there, but no one could do anything to stop what was coming.
Yeah, bro. Just based off what he's wearing, you can tell.
Our next case takes us to Florida, where the warning...
Why is he wearing a pink vest and why are his pants all the way above his belly button? Yep. And why is he wearing long shorts? Yep, this guy is a threat to the world, bro.
Signs were
No matter
always
where he
there,
steps,
but
he's a
no
threat.
one could do anything to stop what was coming.
Or just signal 14 had a lengthy blood trail going to several houses.
Oh shit, we are definitely going to react to this when it comes
Inside
out.
this family home, 21-year-old Dima Tower has just committed the most heinous crime imaginable against his own parents.
Rest in peace, man. Parents. Crazy, bro.
I see bodies.
Lying inside are 2 deceased bodies with over 100 stab wounds. But the man responsible is already on the run, leading officers on a dangerous multi-hour manhunt as Dima stops at nothing to escape the country. To watch this exclusive Dr. Insanity episode, along with 3 more episodes from our new Tubi series,
Hey,
click the
crazy
link
video.
below
Hey, everyone
and
subscribe.
check it out.